Snacks, Mary G in the morning, Energy 95.3, sitting with a wonderful friend of the show, Cynthia. How are you?
I'm good. I'm glad to be here.
We're here for the human trafficking, kicking off March 24th. We'll be at Salty's broadcasting, kicking off at 7 a.m. And you're really, really excited about this whole situation.
I really am. And you mentioned you're going to be at Salty's. I was over there yesterday, and I saw Jeff Salters, who's the great, gracious owner of that place. And one of the first questions he asks was, "Are you going to be broadcasting live on radio?" And I said, "Oh, yes, we are." So he's excited too.
We've had the pleasure of being part of this event for some time now, broadcasting live. And this is such an amazing event because it brings this awareness that people don't really talk about, human trafficking. You don't really think about how prevalent it is still today. So what are some of the facts that people need to learn today in order to just bring them out?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things that really struck us even when we started 6 years ago was the fact that it's so prevalent right here in Bakersfield and in California in the U.S., because the misconception has been over the years that it's something that happens overseas or it's rare in the United States, but that's not the case. In the U.S., some of the largest cities where trafficking happens, one of them is San Francisco, another one Los Angeles, another one San Diego. I mean, right here in California, we've got 3 of the largest cities in the nation where human trafficking is happening. So it's here, and it's in Bakersfield as well.
I was reading over like 800,000 victims are affected by this.
Actually, worldwide, it's over 30 million. Yeah,
wow.
It's 30 million victims worldwide. In the United States, I don't have a current number in the U.S., but I can tell you for California, there's more than double in California what we see across other states in our country. California is number 1 in the United States for human trafficking now.
That's so crazy.
More than double number 1.
And now all the money that is raised this Friday for the human trafficking event, Project Rescue, do all the proceeds go to here to Bakersfield or to other organizations?
That's a good question. Half of the money that we raised stays right here in Kern County, and it goes to the Kern Coalition Against Human Trafficking. We've been supporting that organization for years on this now. And then last year and again this year, we will send money to the A21 campaign, which is an organization that works internationally. I believe they're either in 14 or 16 countries, and they have offices in Los Angeles, and so some of the money will go down to them, and then part of the money will stay here in Bakersfield in an organization that we say remains confidential for obvious reasons, and they work with girls and women that are in that sex industry that are being trapped in that. So.
Once again, it's Snacks Mary G. Snacks Mary G in the morning, sitting down talking to Cynthia for human trafficking. We'll be helping out and giving our time to help raise money for this serious situation going on March 24th at Salty. So if you can make it out. What is your plea to Kern County to get out and donate to this, not city, but to this whole situation?
Well, without people donating, the organizations that are on the front line they'll have less funding to do what they're doing to help rescue women, children, men, women from labor trafficking, from sex trafficking. I mean, they need funding, so that's what we're all about. That's all of our overhead is covered. We have no expenses on this. It all goes out the door to help put money into the hands of the people that are doing the hard work on the front.
Now, we will be at Salty's, but you'll have multiple locations. There's Luigi's. And what is the other location that you guys will be at?
Yeah, we'll have tents set up at Hodell's and downtown at the Chevron station there across from the town center the Village Center shopping center there on between 24th and 23rd Street. And from those tent locations, we'll have volunteers at the intersections of Knutson and Olive Drive near Hodell's, and then downtown, scattered around 23rd, 24th Street. Then we'll have tables set up at both Salty's locations, at Luigi's at noontime, at Wool Growers at noontime, and then 24th Street Cafe from when they open in the morning till they close about 2 o'clock. So we've got a couple more restaurants on the line that we're waiting to see, and so we're excited. We've had a big turnout. A lot of businesses are coming out to help us this year.
And now this isn't, the drive-by locations aren't just the only way to donate. There's multiple ways to donate. If you can't make it out to both Salty's locations or the White Lane location that we will be at or the other ones, what is another way for them to donate?
The very best way to donate is to pick up your cell phone right now and text 727-4050 and just write in traffic or Project Rescue, write in Project Rescue. And you can go right in, text it, we'll take your money over the phone today. So you can also go on the Canyon Hills website, www.canyonhills.com, and type in. You'll see links to Project Rescue on that. You can also mail checks. If you want to write a check, you can mail a check to Canyon Hills at 7001 Auburn. Attention Women's Ministry, and in the memo, write Project Rescue, and the zip is 06, and we can take a check that way as well. So texting, online, mail, or come out and put money in our red buckets where you see the volunteers with stop signs.
Now, as we wrap this up, there's a lot of people that's oblivious to human trafficking. Can you kind of just give the definition on what human trafficking is and how these people are operating this whole terrible situation?
Yes, human trafficking is a form of modern-day slavery, and we think in terms of slavery in the sense that we're all familiar with it in our history, in Black history in our country, slavery overseas, and this is just another form of slavery, and it's where boys and girls, men and women, are trapped against their will, either in labor, forced labor, or in the sex trade, and so it's against their will. It's degrading. It's dehumanizing at any level, and over half of the victims are women in the sex industry, and over half of those are children. The target age is between 12 and 16 for girls, to target those girls to get them trapped in this, to get them either kidnapped, runaways, to get the girls in. So it's pervasive across any socioeconomic level. It's not just in poor neighborhoods. It cuts across every level economically. It cuts across every level in terms of neighborhoods and communities. There's no part of our culture that is left untouched by this for victims to be coming out from those different parts of our culture.